Hello children, good morning all. Hope so you all are enjoying your holidays. But in spite of that, stay home, stay safe. Okay. Uh, do you all remember my voice? It's your Renuka Miss. I'm going to teach you today our new chapter, that is coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry is the third chapter of your 9th class. Okay. Children, hope so you all have completed your notes and be regular, be up to date. Here we are going to read today Introduction to Geometry, identifying coordinates, plotting the graph when x and y coordinates are given, and plotting the graph by finding the x and y coordinates. Now, you might not be aware why we should use this coordinate geometry. What is the necessary to use this coordinate geometry? Okay, let me explain you where all we will use this coordinate geometry, and even we use this coordinate geometry in our day-to-day life also. Okay, let me say first, this coordinate geometry we will use to study the definitions of an algebraic equations on the graphs. In general, we say plotting points, lines and curves on x and y axis in a Cartesian plane. Application of coordinate geometry for finding distance, slopes, trigonometry, also to locate position of an object from its initial position called origin. Origin is also the point of intersection of x and y axis. In our day-to-day life, it is used in the medical field. It is used in technologies such as CT scan, MRI scan and diagnosis of surgical aids. Such methods enable doctors to do their job better, safer and simpler. Next, coming to Cartesian plane. You might be aware, last year classes only we have studied what is meant by Cartesian plane. It is nothing but, children, your graph sheet where we will draw x-axis, that is the horizontal line, and the vertical line y-axis, and the point of intersection of these two lines we used to call it as origin, and the coordinates of x-axis is called as an abscissa and the coordinates of y-axis are called as an ordinate. Okay, the coordinates of x and y-axis are written in ordered paired as x comma y. The first we write, if we write any number that belongs to the x coordinate, and if we write the second number that belongs to the y coordinate. Now let me explain you how this Cartesian plane is divided into 4 quadrants. Okay children, now in your graphical sheet, whenever you draw the two perpendicular lines, that is the horizontal line x and the vertical line y. Okay, and we will denote the endpoints as x dash and y dash. Now your Cartesian plane is divided into 4 parts. Okay, and the point of intersection of this x axis and y axis, we name it as origin, and it is denoted always as O, and we begin our numbers from here only. As the number line we will write, no children? Similar way we will write 0. The next number will be towards your right hand side as +1 and towards your left hand side as -1, and the numbers goes on continues. Okay, and in the top side, that is along the y axis, we will write 1, and downside we will write it as -1, that is y dash. Now you check children, already I have said that the first number always we write as x axis and the second number is y axis. See, in the first quadrant, first number x axis, that is positive, and the y is positive. Check here, both here +1 and here it is also +1. While coming to the second quadrant, as I said, the first number will be x axis. So check here, x axis is -1, hence we write minus, and the y axis is positive, hence we write plus. And when coming to the third quadrant, check here, both x and y axis, both the numbers are negative, -1, -1. Hence here in this quadrant all the numbers will be negative. Now coming to the fourth quadrant, here the first number will be positive and the second number will be negative. First number is nothing but x coordinate and the second number is nothing but y coordinate. Okay children, hope so you all understood about the quadrants now. Let me go for our first exercise. That is, the first question is given as, how will you describe the position of the table lamp on your study table to another person? If you don't have a lamp at your house, take a water bottle children, keep it on a table and explain to your mom or dad that what is the position of that water bottle on the table. Okay, let me show you with the figure that this is the table. Okay, can you see this? This is the table and it is rectangular in shape, and my lamp I have placed here. And when I measure the lamp from the shortest side, that is the breadth, you all know that when I measure from the shortest side to the lamp, it is 25 centimeters. So I will note it in my figure as 25 centimeters. And when I measure from the longest side, my lamp is at 15 centimeters. So I have written here 15 centimeters. Now how to write it in an ordered pair? Okay children, let me show you how to write it in an ordered pair. Come on. Therefore, we can write the position of the lamp in two ways of an ordered pair. That is 15, 25 or 25, 15. Okay children, hope so you all understood how I have written. This all you have to copy in your notes. If you want, you can take the screenshot of this. Okay, then zoom and write in your notes. Coming to your next question. Seeing this question, don't get scared children. You no need to write the whole question in your notebook. You just see the question, draw the figure and then you can write the answer directly with the sub questions. There are two sub questions. I will say you later that what are those sub questions. And first let me read for you the question and make you understand how to draw this graph. Okay. This is a city. Okay. A city has two main roads. That is, one is north-south direction road. Can you see here? One is north-south direction. Here to here. North-south direction. That is vertical line. Now, one horizontal line. That is east-west road. I have taken, they have said two main roads, north, south and east, west. They are perpendicular lines. They have said crossroads is nothing but perpendicular line. They have meeting at one cross street. Okay. And these two roads are 200 meters apart, they have said. After that, we are going to draw 5 lines that are 5 streets parallel to them. That is street 1, street 2, street 3, street 4, street 5 parallel to north and south direction street, and these streets, street 1, street 2, street 3, street 4, street 5 parallel to east-west direction lines. Okay children, can you observe these 5 lines which are 5 streets? Okay, these 5 streets where they are crossing. See here, these points are known as an crossing points. Where the lines are meeting, no, those points are called as an crossed streets. So there are many crossed streets. So about which crossed street we are going to discuss in this? They have given in your question cross street 2 and 5. Okay, let me go for street number 2 and the street number 5. Where they are meeting, can you see here? You have to mark that point in the bracket as 2 and 5. This we call it as ordered pair. Street 2 is joining with street 5. Okay children, and in your next part of the question, they have asked about street 3 and street 4. Okay, let me show you here where is your street 3 and street 4 are crossing. Okay, street 3 from north south direction is crossing the street 4 of east west direction at the point B. Okay children, can you all see this point? Mark the same in your notebooks. If possible, take screenshot and draw the same in your notebooks. Question is not required children, because the question is too lengthy. If you feel free to write, you can write. Okay, now next point where we should mark street 4 of north south direction, where it is crossing the street 3 of the east west direction at the point A. So I have written the ordered pair as 4, 3. Can you see children? It is visible clearly. Okay, how to draw? Follow these steps. Draw the perpendicular lines as the two main roads of the city crosses each other at the center. Mark it as east west, north south, and let us take 1 centimeter equal to 200 meter. Draw 5 streets parallel to both the main roads to get the figure. After getting the figure, can you say children how many cross streets are there? That is, what is the point of intersection? How many points of intersection do we get for street 3, street 4? Can you observe here? Only one point of intersection is there. And for street 4 and street 3 also there is only one point of intersection. This is only your next question what they have asked. See here, how many cross streets can be referred as 4, 3? There is only one cross street that can be referred as 4, 3. And your next question is how many cross streets can be referred as 3, 4? There is only one cross street that can be referred as 3, 4. Okay children, hope so you all understood. If you have not understood, you can contact me personally and let me know how many of you did not understand, and let me explain it clearly once again. Okay, thank you children, thank you for your cooperation. Please, with this all, you can try your next exercise. It is very easy. If you have understood this introduction part, you will surely try the next exercise. I know children, you will surely try. Okay children, thank you for your cooperation.